my God, I know. So my big was at work, and my boss says to me, Vanessa, things aren't looking good. You're going to have to learn how to clean so we can fire the janitor. And I says to him, well, if we're firing the janitor, who's going to me in the Hello, America. Welcome back to Diva Alert, the one and only show for you to get a fresh perspective on RuPaul's Drag Race, queer events in Chicago, and everything in between. I'm your host, Vanessa Kaufman, who, similarly to season 18 contestant Jane Don't, has a big ass and an even bigger mouth. I am so excited to give you guys an amazing episode to listen to this week, and I am even more excited to introduce you to our extra special guest. I've been meaning to have him on the show for a while, but now I'm glad to finally be able to give a big, warm Diva Alert welcome to one of my bestest friends in this whole college campus, Aadil Khan.
Hi, guys.
Hello. How's your day been, Aadil? How's it going?
It's been fine. All I've had today was calculus. Or no, chemistry, and I skipped my
Right.
calculus, but yeah, we're here.
STEM major?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes.
Oh, yes.
Aadil, how did you get into Drag Race? How did you start watching?
I started watching because you invited me over to your dorm, and that's really much how, yeah.
Well, yes. How have you been liking the season so far?
This season, it hasn't been my favorite, but, like, it's been pretty good so far.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that I've really liked it, especially compared to last season. Last season wasn't necessarily bad, but this season is just a lot more fresh and a lot better to consume, especially for someone who hasn't watched Drag Race before.
Yeah.
Do you think you're following okay?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's not that, yeah, let's chill.
I mean, it's only been 6 episodes at this point. Right.
Yeah.
6 Hold on. There we go. Yeah. So this episode is the second part of the talent show extraordinaire extravaganza, whatever. What did you think of the first episode? What did you think last week?
The first one, it wasn't, I don't know, maybe it's just because, like, I'm not into drag as much as other people, but, like, I didn't really get a lot of it. Like, I think
The talent show?
you really like Needy Coco's Mantis thing, and it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, it's good drag, it's just not my taste.
What would your taste be?
I really like Mia Star.
Right. Bam.
And even with, like, I'm like, okay, don't hate me, but, like, even Juicy's, I feel like it was like, okay, like, she's a robot.
I feel like Mia Stars was genuinely not, this isn't to say like the others weren't, but she didn't have like a clearer, like crafted, clearly like not thought out, but like perspective as much as Juicy with her robot and Nene with her mantis did. But that brought out some authenticity. Yeah. If that makes sense. Where it's just Mia Star and you just love her for what she's doing.
Exactly. And
My
I
voice is deep
hated Vita.
Bama Buck. It's so insane that she was not in the bottom. So Ciara Myst was in the bottom, and the whole episode basically, because it's a talent show, and they have to fill up an hour with like the talent show and prepping for it. And so it's a lot of strategy, and it's like playing Survivor and Traders on Drag Race. If you were in the bottom, the first episode, if you were in the week 1 bottom like Ciara, what would your strategy be to ensure your success? I
mean, well, I feel like with the strategy thing, they're doing way too much. Because I remember I was watching it, and it's like Juicy's over here, like running around. It's like this is freaking Drag Race.
I feel like it would be smart to pit yourself up against the girl who can barely walk. No shade.
Exactly.
However, Miss Roxy Andrews posted on Twitter, and she said that the whole point of Drag Race is that you should be prepared to lip sync against anybody.
Exactly.
You shouldn't be trying to pick your battles.
I know, because my thing is like, if what Ciara was saying, where she was like, "Oh, I think I do the best against Discord." If you can't do your best against anybody else, why are you here?
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It was just dumb to me.
I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I feel like the only person who seems like they would be a good lip syncer, although apparently not because Ciara went home, but would have been Kenya. That's the only person I would have been necessarily scared to go up against. But
not at all. She forgets all the freaking words.
Well, before we found out that she had a problem. But I feel like Discord was a smart person to try and put in the bottom.
Yeah.
Midway through the workroom, Michelle comes in, which never happens. It's just like filling airtime. But she talks to Kenya about forgetting the words to the lip sync that she did against
That was so...
No shade, like...
That had to be planned or something.
They had to have been like... Well, they had to give that critique to her somehow, because she hasn't been in the top or the bottom since.
But how do you get a critique and you still do bad? on like one specific thing on your own song?
We'll get into that when we get into the specific talents. But do you think that because she made a valid point. She's like, drag is a lot of stuff. Drag is a lot of overwhelming things, and it's hard to get the words at the exact moment because she knows the words.
Mm-hmm.
She just it's overstimulating.
Well,
it's overwhelming.
With that,
apparently,
I mean, I don't know if we will
allegedly.
talk about her like specific one yet, but I feel like when she just was doing the little tongue clicky thing, it didn't feel like, oh, I forgot the words. Let me just go. It felt like, oh, you right, like kind of like, oh, she got into it. I don't think she forgot the words. That she has forgotten them before, but I don't think in that moment she forgot the words. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I do. I just feel like it's so weird. It's just like, damn. I feel like it's just like they wanted to have that plot line of her doing semi-well because they know that she's a lip syncer. They know that she's a good performer. And they wanted to say, don't forget the words. And then she comes out victorious and she doesn't forget the words. And she has an amazing performance and she's at the top and they get to tell her about how much they love her. But that's not what happened. She forgot the words to her own song.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to just get into the talent show then?
We do whatever. We start with the runway too.
Oh, runway. I forgot about runway.
I honestly think though, I think she had my favorite look. I really like the butterflies. Like I know you like Nini's, but I didn't really. Like I could acknowledge it was camp. It wasn't.
I thought it was well constructed. I didn't think that it was. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Something about the colors were not in it for me. Crazy. Can we talk about that for a second before we get into it? We just came off of yesterday was the Super Bowl, the Bad Bunny Bowl, and I mean, obviously Bad Bunny was the highlight of the show and it was his show, but when he brought out Gaga, I was just like...
He brought out Gaga, then he brought out Ricky Martin, I think. That clip of Ricky Martin as like the wind's blowing in his face and he's like getting into it.
Crazy! I genuinely, I looked to my friends who I was watching it with, I was like, am I hallucinating?
No, I watched it three times today. Crazy.
So, first up, on the runway, the category, mind you, is Shake, 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 a look that moves when you do. What would you have done?
What I would have done?
Because it's hard, like, to think about what you would shake.
I think it would have to just be like more of like a musical thing almost.
What do you mean?
Like probably like maracas or something along those lines, and make it more like that.
Oh wow!
But like, or like, cause I think I don't know about wind chimes. I think one of our friends Evie, she suggested that she would do like a Katy Perry chandelier look. I don't know if that would be the best bet, cause like I would want the shaking to sound good at least. But like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I think I would do something. I'm trying to think. Man, I really don't know. I think I would just do. I would try to go. Damn, I really could not tell you.
I hated these looks. Dang.
Okay, so first up on the runway is Miss Mikey Ann Meeks doing I just make up middle names for them. Doing her. I don't know if you can see it from this far away.
I didn't. Yeah, this
look.
was the one I think I hated the least.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say the most. I was like, whoa.
No.
I thought that there were some things that I would have changed about it, but I genuinely think that both the work and the presentation really made it spectacular. I thought that I loved the headphones. I loved the general vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It's very club kid, but also a little bit of like a modern twist on it.
No, it was cute.
Yeah, I love the boots. I low-key love everything about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have no notes.
I really have no notes. Spoiler alert, Mikey Meeks was in the bottom. We'll talk about that when we get there, but which is crazy. For this look, with the other people in this category, mama, crazy. Next up on the runway, we have Miss Athena Dion. What do you think?
She looks like a Scooby-Doo villain.
She looks... I hate this. I actually don't hate it. You know what?
No, I hate it.
I was talking with my friend about it, and I feel like the one thing that could have fixed this look, because I feel like the concept is great. I feel like I like the concept, but I feel like if she had a big bee's nest, like bob kind of 60s moment with a big bang, instead of that weird eye headpiece, it would have saved the look completely, and I think her top would have been justified.
I just think like all of it is just like it makes no sense. Like I get it, it's like the Greek heritage and all this stuff like that, but those eyes aren't known for shaking or doing anything of the sort. So it's kind of like you're just slapping it on
Literally.
to be like, oh, I'm Greek, by the way.
Right. I just don't know. I hate it.
I know.
I hate it. I love the concept of the skirt moving. Like having that kind of like oscillating circle tease.
Mm-hmm.
But I I don't want to say hate, but like I just don't like it.
I hate it.
Next up we have Miss Kenya Pleaser.
She makes me so sad because I feel like she has some of the best concepts, but for some reason, all of her drag looks so cheap.
And I'm sorry that we're being harsh about this, but I feel like it's just something. I'm tired. We're both tired. We've had long weekends.
But I think that was my favorite.
Yeah. It is it's a black kind of more structured corset with butterflies taped on it, or butterflies bouncing on it. I like the hair. I like how she did the butterfly wings there. And I do like this look. Even though it is a little basic, I think that it's not basic and bad.
Yeah.
Which is a very easy thing to fall into. But yeah, I like it. I feel like it's fine. If she was in the bottom, I would be worried that she would have a hard time lip syncing, but luckily she's not. Next up, we have Jane Don't.
I think when Michelle said that was her favorite look, I was kind of shocked because like I don't know. I hate the green, and also it's just like I feel like the concept of being like, oh, the category shake and you come out dressed as freaking Napoleon.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. Like I don't understand what is the correlation here.
I mean, I kind of get it. I feel like it's very beautiful, first of all. I think that it's very opulent. I think that it's very Jane. I love that she utilizes, this is probably the second time she's worn like a kind of neon, not neon, but like a limeish like chartreuse on the season. The first time being, I don't know if it's first time, but one of the most notable times being in the red carpet mashups. But she does a great thing where she mashes up her pink face and her red hair with that green. And I think it really makes her face pop. But I genuinely like this look. I think that it is really cute. I think it's very Jane. I just don't think that it pushed the boundary as much as it could have.
Yeah, no, that's
like immediately at first glance. What about this shakes?
Exactly. Like I wouldn't know the category.
Right. I mean, to be fair, I would not have known the category from any of these people.
Yeah,
but that's not a bad thing. It's just a hard category to assume. Anyway. Next up, we have Miss Discord Adams. I thought this look was...
can't remember
it was the suit, like the capitalist, like with the gold accents and the red.
You liked that one?
I thought it wasn't bad.
What shook? What was shaking?
The beads and the everything. What shook on Jane's?
Like all of her stuff that was hanging off her shoulders. I feel like nothing for Discord shook. It was like the tiny little like chain moment, but that made no sense. I don't like her drag, and also it's just like I think this is so underwhelming.
That's crazy. You don't like Discord drag.
It's just so her best look was her opening look.
Damn.
And it sucks because honestly, she has the best. Like I think out of everyone, she has like the best aesthetic when it comes to drag, but like she doesn't know what to do.
I feel like she has had some really good looks, but she's also had some kind of misses. I do not think that this is a miss for me, at least. I think that it's a very good look, and it's very good timing for society right now. I mean, duh. But, yeah. I just think that there are some looks that are better, but there are definitely a lot of looks that were worse.
Yeah.
It's a perfectly safe look. Although, if they had managed to get her in the bottom... it would have been done for.
No, yeah.
How can you lip sync in this?
Honestly, she should have.
Next up, we have Miss... Thinking. We have Ciara Myst with this purple showgirl fringe look. Now, I have tea on this. This was not supposed to be her runway look. She had something completely different, but she knew she had to lip sync. And so she was like, I can't lip sync in that look. That is
so dumb.
I know.
That is so dumb. And that honestly explains so much because her look was like, that's the most basic drag. That's kind of that must have been horrible because my thing is like, if you're following the train of thought, wouldn't the judges be like, oh, they know that you're wearing that and they know that you're lip syncing, so they know it would be harder to lip sync. Do you know what I mean? I feel like if I'm a judge, I'm judging two girls who are lip syncing and one person's wearing like something that's very easy to like do all this stuff in and one's not, I would give grace, even like subconsciously.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. That was just dumb to me.
I mean, if I were panicking and throwing out all the stops, I would do that too.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I mean, this look is good for what it is. Yeah. I just feel like this whole kind of runway category was not very... When it's when it's a look that's like, there's no through line.
Mm-hmm.
There's no through line for any of these looks. What was last week's one way? Satin. There was a through line for that, where they're all the same material. Through line for through line for
Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom. They're all animals.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they all have something in common. None of these looks have something in common, especially when just looking at static images.
Yeah.
When they're supposed to move, they're not moving. Anyway, next up, we have Miss Juicy Love Dion.
I think she's gonna win.
The whole show?
I think she's gonna win the whole show. Like,
Wow.
she's so.
What do you think about this outfit? Can you remember it while I look at something?
I actually like that outfit, and like I think when I first saw it, it wasn't my favorite because like I didn't really like the mohawk and stuff. But like, she's doing everything that needs to be done. She's shaking everything, and like I love, out of all the queens, I think I love her makeup the most.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just everything. It's just giving what needs to be given.
I feel like this look is great, but in my opinion, Sasha Colby did it better on her original season. Like that kind of metallic showgirl feather tease.
I like hers better.
Okay, you gotta
Sorry.
relax.
I mean,
This is too much. I feel like they're both different looks, but they both are kind of in the same vein. Where I saw Juicy's look, I saw this look, I was like, oh, that's Sasha's Metallica. But yeah, it's fine. I like it. I think that it's one of the better looks, definitely, of the week. It's a shame she was not being judged.
Yeah.
Next up is Nini Coco.
I think all of her drag is just too camp for me.
Really?
That's my only like gripe with her.
I see that.
Mhm.
I see that.
Honestly, like after Ciara, it's her who's the most camp.
Well, but camp doesn't necessarily mean bad.
Well, I mean, but I feel like camp has its like time and place. Like, you can't be camp all the time.
True. I feel like I am very excited to see high glamour from Nini.
Yeah, I think she could do that well.
Because I know that she can do this well, and I'm excited to see true, like, just fish high glamour.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't mean that I'm like necessarily like quote unquote tired of this.
Was she safe?
Yeah, well, she wasn't being judged.
Uh-huh.
But I really would like to see some sort of just full like puss like type of tea, because it's been the orange bag look, the brain look, the frog look, the leopard red carpet, and then the satin look, and now this.
Mm-hmm.
Where I feel like all of them are so uniquely Nini Coco. And I've said that for every episode of this podcast, that whatever she does is so Nini Coco.
She gives like cartoon character.
And she gives it well.
Yeah.
But I just think that I don't know. I would not be surprised if the judges asked her for something different.
Yeah, I get that.
Even though all of her stuff is innately different from each other.
Yeah.
That being said, I love this look. I think that this was the best look of the night.
Oh.
For me. Because it's just the most inventive, and it has the most clear perspective where she's a clown.
Really?
Who has the most clear perspective?
I thought she was like a vagina.
All right, bro.
Wait, I'm not.
All right,
no,
bro.
look
Back
at it.
up,
Look
back
at
it.
it.
Yeah, I see it, but I don't know.
And her little hat is.
It's very minimalist.
No.
Yeah, you didn't let me fucking finish. It's very minimalist. This is very. You know what this is? This is a representation. This is a shot in the dark for what I'm about to say, because I don't even know what I'm about to say. But this gives me kids' doctor's office waiting room.
No. Like, not at all. I would call the cops.
Oh my god.
That is the most maximalist way you could portray a vagina.
All right. Anyway. Next up, we have Miss Darlene Mitchell.
And you know what? I'm going to say this. I think she was probably my least favorite look from the entire night.
I think we're finding out in this podcast that you have COVID because you lost your taste completely. This is kind of the most... This is camp, but in the best way of the word.
That was my least favorite
Who was your favorite? And your favorite was Kenya?
No, I really like Kenya, and both, like, for me, Mikey and Juicy were tied as best.
Okay. I think that I agree and I applaud their construction and I applaud their concept. But for me, I've been thinking about Darlene's look all week, even though no, give me a second. Even though immediately it might not seem like the most put together, the most
That is
precise.
literally Lil Pump and Kanye West.
But think of everything that you've seen Darlene in. She's been very, think.
I'm thinking.
It's been like the cow look, the corn look, the what's it called, like the space cowboy. This is so uniquely different for her, and it shows that she is capable of bringing not high fashion but high camp and high weird.
I hate it.
I like it.
Like, I don't wanna
I'm sorry.
Okay, and you know what? You can have your opinion, but like, do you think like RuPaul would like that?
Oh, it's a good thing she wasn't being judged.
Exactly.
Next up we have Miss Vita Von Teese star.
Boring.
I also thought this was boring. I thought this was a nice look, but I thought it was boring in the same way that Ciara's boring.
Yeah.
And it is kind of the same vein. I like the hair. I like the chain hair. I'll always love a chain hair. I love you, Morphine, love Dion. But yeah, it's nothing too special.
Nothing crazy.
And then last but not least, Mia Star.
I didn't really like this one that much, but it wasn't like the worst thing ever. It was just like, oh, okay, her dress shakes. Wow.
Yeah, I feel like it fit the runway. It just didn't really stand out to me, and it was also very shapeless.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was fine.
It wasn't horrible, but like I'm not a fan.
Now, which was the best look and the worst look of the week for you?
Worst look, Darlene. Best, I would say, honestly, Mikey.
Yeah, I would have to say worst look Athena, best look Nene.
And that's an opinion.
Actually, no. I'm sorry, Nene. Worst look Athena, best look Jane.
Really?
I think that everything about that is perfect.
Sure thing. Whatever you say.
Girl.
Okay, when you hear the word shake, which one comes to mind, Mikey or Jane? I'm
Okay.
sorry, but that's fully Mikey.
Okay. I don't know why you're mad at me,
I'm not
dude.
mad.
Okay, so Mikey Meeks.
You weren't there, but like right before, I looked at our friend Bella, and I was like, I don't know why, but I have a feeling it's not gonna be that good. And then it wasn't that good, and she bit her finger off, and then I think she found her element, and I was like, wow, this is really, really, really good. That was no, that was the best. That was the best talent show of yesterday, or like of Friday.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think that Mikey Meeks genuinely had a great, she had, as she would call it, she had a great pipe. She had a great point of view, impact, presence, and energy in her performance. I think that doing Frankenstein burlesque is such an interesting crossroads to explore. And I thought that she did it great. I thought that it was, my favorite part is how unintentionally her hair fell apart. So it was a completely different hairstyle at the end of it. I thought that was very good. And yeah, I feel like there were some lulls, though. Like, some timing that wasn't necessarily, like, the best timing. But
yeah.
I feel like it definitely didn't deserve to be in the bottom. And well, I think we'll get to why exactly Mikey was in the bottom and Athena was in the top.
Okay.
But for me, it's safe. Or no, for me, I think that this should have been the top.
This should have been the top.
Yeah. I think it should have been top second top for me.
And I know who you put first. And
Okay, next we have Miss Athena Dion.
Opa.
I did not like this.
Not at all.
No. I it's not that I like hated it. I just thought it was boring.
Athena, Olympus, goddess.
Wow. You know who wrote that? Shakespeare.
Wow.
Olympus, wow.
Olympus, wow.
I genuinely was just like, okay. Like, it was kind of her girl group all over again, where I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
The only part for me that was like exciting was when she smashed the plate.
Like, this is like when people are talking trash about like Daniela from Cat's Eye, and they're like, oh, she suddenly decided to rebrand herself as Latina.
Right.
But it's like, oh, now she suddenly decided to rebrand herself as Greek. And it's like, wow, okay.
I don't know.
And my thing is, if you're gonna do it good.
Don't shade her.
Well,
Don't shade the Greeks, honey. Don't shade the Dions. I thought her outfit was nice. I thought that she had some.
like for all of her talk and for everything she's talked, like she says, oh, I'm the queen, I'm this, I'm that. You'd think that it would just give more and be better. I feel like it's just not that good.
Right. I feel like she wants to have the Sasha Colby treatment where everyone thinks that
Yes.
she's so amazing. But the problem with that is Sasha Colby, one, was a little more famous than Athena Dion, no shade.
Mhm.
And two, was insanely talented at
Exactly.
everything.
Maybe that's Sasha Colby. Like, you can't.
Maybe that's Sasha Colby. And that's not shade to Athena Dion, but it's just like that's on a whole nother level. Anyway, next up we have Miss Kenya Pleaser. Can you please her?
I don't want to.
I don't want to. It is so crazy.
Like, it's crazy that she's still here. And the thing is, I really like her, but like, and honestly, with her, with I forget what the word for it, but like, just like with her aesthetic, she could do so much, and she could be so good. But it's like, girl, the most you're giving us is like your color guard flagpole. Really?
Color guard flagpole while staying still.
That's nothing.
While standing in place, like your feet are bolted to the floor and throwing up a flag.
Exactly.
She dropped that flag.
If she had dropped that
I
flag,
would have gagged. That would have been so hilarious.
but I just feel all of it's just bad, and like even her outfit it looks so cheap.
I don't know. I thought that it was the bottom, unfortunately. But I don't know. I feel like the pressure would have gotten to me too if I was told by the judges not to forget my words and then forgot the words to the song.
Well,
that was my song.
I forget, but did Michelle tell Kenya specifically? Oh,
She said, and remember your words, and then she looked at Kenya and said, I'm talking to you, Kenya. Crazy.
what's crazy is that she said
Crazy
that
that
to
she
her and she
went
still
on to forget.
Well, but the thing, I don't think she forgot.
I just think she got caught up in the moment.
Exactly.
But also, like, well,
Well,
let me ask the audience. I don't know. I keep saying I don't know, but I do know. I did not like this. I think that Drag Race and these talent shows are, even if just looking at this like little infographic that we're looking at, they are straying away. They're drifting away from just the average bitch track of just like standing there and saying, I'm that bitch and I'm gonna make you and I'm gonna make you give me money. Like, I feel like we're drifting away from that. The only people who were really like that in this talent show were Mia and Kenya. But Mia
was good.
was like an actual dance routine.
Mm-hmm.
And Kenya had flag throwing, color guard. But I don't know if it saved her from that just generic bitch trackness. Everyone has a clear point of view in this. Like, if you were to say, like, oh, the dance number, you would think Mia.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to say, oh, the poem, you would think Ciara. And if you were to say, oh, the amazingly top two worthy performance, you would immediately think Jane Don't.
You would.
I loved Jane Done's performance. I loved it. It was my favorite.
Yeah, again, Jane Don't. It was one of those things where it's like, I can acknowledge it's good drag, but it just wasn't for me. But like, I'm not saying it was horrible. I mean,
It was a good reference.
it's on the same reference as saying, like, you know, I don't really like Michael Jackson, but I'm not gonna deny Michael Jackson's the best.
Right. I think that Jane Don't, I quoted Jane Don't at the top of this show. I think that Jane Don't was so spectacular. I think that her delivery was great. I think that she just had a classic number, but she didn't forget the words. She hit every beat. And it was funny.
Yeah.
Big ass and a bigger mouth. You're branding.
Yeah.
Well, because these queens, think about it from the perspective of these talent shows. Think about it. They expected it to be the first episode.
Oh, really?
So they expected this to be their debut.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Because for the past 4 years, it has been.
Oh.
So they expected this to be the premiere. And so if you look at these talent shows from the perspective of, like,
Yeah.
your first impression, I feel like some of them would have been a lot stronger as a first impression. Like, I feel like Kenya's would have been stronger as a first impression.
Thank God Ciara didn't go first.
I know. Jane was already great, but Jane's would have been amazing even then.
Mm-hmm.
To see big ass and a bigger mouth and then have her body part runway be the mouth. She's branding.
Yeah.
She's branded. She's taking it. She's taking it. Same with Juicy. Same with Nene.
Mm-hmm.
I think that two lucky people who are very lucky that this was not their opening number was Ciara and Vita. Because I think that they thrived from having it be in the middle of the competition. But yeah, I think that Jane's taking it for me.
Mm.
We'll talk about it in a minute, and I just want to get to Discord last. I thought that this was it was a good concept. Have you seen those Instagram reels where it's like Drag Race versus be like, come on, everyone, snatch the crown, give me that crown. She was making fun of that.
Okay.
Where it's like, I'm not gonna write another drag song about how I'm gonna snatch the crown and like blah blah blah. And it was like it was kind of punk.
I hated it.
It was kind of corny.
So boring. So boring. And the thing is, it's one of those things where her look amazing. I feel like with her set amazing. She could have done so good, but it's like I hated it. I just hated the concept. Like she has she has the style, but she doesn't have taste. If that makes sense.
I mean, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Like she's going home next. Well, I hope she's going home soon. I don't know how she didn't go home after that first walk.
Yeah, that was the talent show. Who was your favorite from both? So from just your favorite overall. One favorite from the collective both.
Mia.
Yeah. For me, Juicy.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So they go into the judging and they do Rate a Queen again. And it's interesting because the Rate a Queen results, aside from, I think, Jane, were completely inverted from what the judges were talking about. Like in their judging panel. Mm-hmm. They said that they wanted, if they were to have a top two, it would be Jane and Mikey.
Yeah.
And if they were to have a bottom two, it would be Kenya and Athena.
And that's just like...
Guess what, Mimi?
Mm-hmm. But do you think they actually did it, like they did invert it so they would have a better chance of winning? Was that why? What
do you mean?
Like, because I would rank Mikey at the bottom just because she was the best.
That's T. You're playing Jane T. I would do that. I think that the way that they ended up voting, it was very alliance heavy.
That's so stupid.
So stupid. That's why Athena was in the top. Because she had 3 people voting her top.
Like, that alliance thing is like... Because this is Drag Race. Like, no shade. Only one of you can win. No one. Like, there's no 3 coming out on top. Only one can win. So what's the point of doing an alliance with someone who you know you're going to have to, beat sooner or later?
Yeah.
Like, I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. But I think that...
Oh, I'm sorry, pause. Like, the fact that that Mia and, was it Kenya?
Mm-hmm.
They had a thing where it's like, oh, I'm going to put you on top. I'll put you on top.
For what?
For what reason?
For what reason?
Yeah, okay, Kenya, sure, put Mia on top because she was the best, but the fact that Mia went and put Kenya on top just for
everything.
Fun made no sense.
Anyway, I think that my favorite part about the episode in this judging is Jane's whole arc, the whole episode, her whole internal arc was like, oh, they're gonna vote me last. They're so tired of seeing me in the top.
Yeah.
And even when her own queens, who were her fierce competition, were voting for her and could have left her in the dust and could have left her to die in that lip sync against Ciara, they voted her for the top because she was still so good.
But she would not have died in that lip sync against Ciara.
No, she would have been fine. But that's crazy.
Yeah.
Her whole arc for the past 2 episodes being they're going to put me in the bottom and they put her in the top because she's just so good. Crazy. Her fall is going to be insane.
Yeah, I'm kind of...
Because she can't stay up in the top for the whole show.
I just want to know who's going to be able to, beat her.
I feel like anyone can beat her in a lip sync.
Yeah, Juicy.
Yeah. If it gets to the end of the competition and she's up against Juicy, or even Nene.
Juicy. Not Nene. She could beat Nene.
All right. We'll see. I don't know about that. But I'm scared. I'm scared for Jane. And then I think the main reason that Mikey was in the bottom wasn't because they didn't like her talent. It was just because she fell in between she was the remote in between the couch cushions. They forgot about her. Mm-hmm. She was at the bottom and they were just like, oh, might as well put Kenya or might as well put Mikey down there.
But then I would have been like, oh wait, why is Mikey down here?
Right. I feel just like her whole track record up to this point has been safe. So it's been a 5-episode safe streak and then a bottom placement. Which I don't think she deserves.
No, really, no.
Whatever. Anyway, so they get to the lip sync, and there are 2 lip syncs. So there's a top lip sync and a bottom lip sync. Do you remember the top lip sync song?
It was that. I hated the guest judge. I thought she was annoying, and it was that Australian punk thing. But all I remember is that when Athena won, we were all like the entire living room was shocked. We all screamed. Like, what?
Literally. But I thought that it was a fine lip sync. I was waiting for Mikey and Ciara. I didn't really care about Athena and Jane. Although I think it goes to show that both of those queens, the minute they end in the bottom, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately. And I know for the story that it's a shame for the story purposes of Athena Dion that both of her family members are the most fiercest lip syncers to ever grace the stage of this season.
Yep.
Because the minute that she's in the bottom with them, she will be in the bottom with them.
It's over.
It's over. It's over. You're going home. Not even to mention about Miss Juicy Love Dion. She's not only a fierce lip syncer, she has the most wins.
And honestly, Juicy's 10 times better than Athena.
No shade. All shade.
All shade. Like
anyway.
That's your grandmother? No, that is grandma. Like
that's
she's
Mima.
tired.
That's Mima up in
It's giving the substance. It's literally the substance.
Whoa.
Like, wow. Like
Crazy.
the queen of Greece and Miami is dying. Now it's.
And she shot up
Exactly.
she shot up the substance now. The juice is loose.
Juice is loose.
Girl.
Juicy, I ate that.
Juicy. Okay, and then the bottom two lip sync is The Toxic by Britney Spears with Ciara Myst and Mikey Meeks. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy how both of them didn't deserve to be in the bottom. It should have been Vita and Kenya. You know I'm right.
Yeah.
At least Ciara had a bomb outfit.
No, okay, but my thing is like, wait, even what you just told me about how Ciara changed into that outfit just because
I meant a bomb outfit in her poetry reading compared to Vita's.
Sure.
Okay, compared to Vita's whatever.
Yeah. No, you're right. But my thing is like with the whole like Ciara thing, like she did all of that effort to put on that outfit to lip sync just to do nothing
Just a flop.
with it.
No shade.
Just to be on her back, kicking her legs in the air.
The way I was thinking about that, like just now,
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy. I think that Mikey Meeks definitely won that lip sync.
1000%. And
But there was a certain time there was a period of time where I was like, is Mikey going home?
No, there was like 5 seconds where I said that exact same thing to Bella.
Is Mikey going home?
Is Mikey going home?
Like, is Mikey Meeks going home? But she did not. Although interesting, we're starting to have people in the bottom that haven't been in the bottom before. Like, you know what I mean? That sounds like a stupid statement, but like, the bottoms have been Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting non-repeats. We're getting original bottoms.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it had been Didi and Mandy, and then Mandy and Briar, then Briar and Kenya, and now it's Ciara and Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for this season, at least, training wheels are off.
No, I get that.
Okay. Next week is the political advertising skit challenge, where they have to do skits. I don't know, bruh. They just gotta throw an acting challenge in there somewhere.
Is it gonna be like the past one where like there was 2 to 3 queens, or would it be like just one?
I think it's 2 to 3.
Okay.
It's like they're in groups. Do you have any predictions for that?
Well,
Besides
really,
Jane Don't being in the top for another episode?
Has that prediction thing with like Roscoe's ever been wrong?
I mean, this week.
Has it
I
ever
thought
been...
Discord was gonna be in the bottom.
So it was wrong this week.
It wasn't wrong because Ciara was there.
Okay.
But
I really, really don't want Mia to go home, but I feel like Mia's gonna go home if that's accurate.
But no way. Who can beat Mia in a lip sync? Besides Juicy. But Juicy won an acting challenge.
Let me ask the audience.
The only way that Mia could up a lip sync is if she forgets the words or is up against an objective frontrunner.
But like who? Like Jane?
Yeah.
Well, that's probably what's gonna happen. Or like, what if it's against Athena?
Gag.
And then we all get pissed because it's like, oh wow, Athena is
Gag.
bad again, so we should just go home.
Or what if everything's just wrong and something happens that we
No,
have no
honestly,
idea?
it could be Athena, and I'm betting that this week is gonna be Athena and Mia.
Okay, so who is your top 4 prediction for this season?
Top 4: Juicy, Jane. We can't have nice things, so I'll probably Athena, honestly.
Really?
Mikey. I don't think Nee's getting up there.
I think my top 4 is the same that it was last week, where it is Nene, Jane, Mikey, and Juicy.
Yeah, I just need Jane up there. Honestly, I would be fine if the last 2 people were Juicy and Nene.
Yeah, but it is going to be crazy if Jane does not make the final.
I think then you know what? If it's between Juicy and Jane, who do you think's gonna win?
I don't know. I feel like it would be so insanely. The problem with Jane winning the season, it would be so insanely obvious.
What do you mean?
Like, there's no storyline. Oh, the girl who's been in the top every single episode just wins.
Well,
like, there's no underdog. There's
do you
no
need
nothing.
A storyline.
You kind of do. I mean,
why can't it just be like, oh, the best one wins?
Because there's no. They want a queen who has ups and downs, but Jane hasn't had any downs. And it's episode 6. We're halfway through the season. Or we're almost halfway through.
How many episodes come out?
14?
Okay.
That's crazy. We're halfway through the season and Jane Doe has not placed safe.
That is... You're right. But then what would it do? It would probably have to be like Athena just like ends up doing really, really good out of nowhere.
Athena?
Maybe.
I think that the underdog storyline they're trying to set up is Mikey.
Yes.
Because she has been completely safe bottom. Yes. Next is an acting challenge. Whenever Snatch Game hits, that's gonna be
and she
crazy.
did good at the last acting challenge, and they liked her.
And they liked her. They liked her designs. They liked her in the acting challenge. But the whole tea in that acting challenge, if you remember, is she was safe, and she thought she shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
So that storyline's gonna hit like a truck when Mikey starts doing good. And you know who I want back in the edit? Nene. Where's she been?
I just think they're trying to sizzle her off, and like they're trying to make it so that when she goes home, you're not surprised.
No, I can't.
I think Nene's going home in the next 2 weeks.
No, next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Next 2 weeks. Not this week, not next week, but the following week she's going home.
Oh my God.
Evil.
You
know what? I would not be surprised if Nene goes home before. With the way that they're playing it, she might go home before Kenya. I'm not even joking. I'm not joking a little bit.
Here's the tea. What do you see happening for Darlene?
I want her gone. She's not good.
I don't like
her whole thing is like, oh yeah, I'm this horny cowgirl.
But like,
where
is she flopping?
She's just I don't know. Well, she flopped for me Friday.
I guess.
Horrific.
She's the jack of all trades,
but like master of zero. Wait, that's actually a really good way to describe her. She's not really amazing.
I think that she might. She's a wild card. She's the real wild card. Well, I hope that you guys had an amazing time listening to this episode of Diva Alert. What is this now? The 5th episode? I am so happy about this rebrand, listening to my favorite show with my favorite people. Yeah, you have a nice time talking?
Of course I did, Vanessa.
Aww, because my friends love me and I love my friends. Yeah, make sure to go follow me on Instagram at mvlovely5213. And then you can obviously go find Diva Alert at DIVAALERT_UIC on both Instagram and TikTok. If TikTok doesn't get deleted. I hope that you guys had a great time listening. Next week, we are going to be covering more RuPaul's Drag Race with more people and more special guest interviews. But until then, I love you divas so much. And yeah. And yeah, that's my life. Don't forget to smile.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Do you want a blow kiss? Mwah. He didn't do it right. Hi, divas. I got the amazing opportunity to interview the full cast of season 18 of RuPaul's Drag Race, and I asked the queens different questions about diva-related topics. This week, let's see what Ciara Myst had to say about being a diva. Mwah. Enjoy. Hello, America. My name is Vanessa Coffin from Diva Alert, and today I am here with drag queen Ciara Myst and Darlene Mitchell.
Hello.
So I have a couple questions about diva-related things.
We love it.
So my first question is, what do you think makes a good diva?
So my drag family is actually called the House of Diva. So shout out to the House of Diva.
Shout out.
So we know all about being a diva, and it comes with the attitude, knowing exactly who you are and how to get what you want and need.
Right.
And I think this cast is full of a lot of divas.
we
know diva. How to get what we want.
We bring the diva.
Yeah.
God damn, I'm just so starstruck.
Yeah.
Jeez. My second question. So, out of all of the drag queens in Drag Race history, who do you think is your favorite diva?
Ooh, hard question.
Diva.
Hard question. Naomi Smalls is definitely one for me. Okay, this is not like I love this diva. Tace from UK is like will always be beautiful, will always give a stellar performance. At a meet and greet, she will never have her eye makeup done, but she's like,
Those sunglasses.
I still look better than you,
Yeah.
and I have. And she's like, the sunglasses are designer.
Now, my final question for you guys: do you guys have any advice for an up and coming young college diva like me in my close circle?
Oh, just like life advice
Mhm.
from the queens.
Yeah. From the glam.
From the glam. I would say life is short, so do everything. Live vibrantly, like Darlene was saying. Try everything. Do every job you ever wanted to do. Put on every piece of clothing you ever wanted to do. Like we have limited time, so make every second exactly what you want it to be.
Mhm.
There should be no time for settling.
I always tell people that the biggest regret is not doing something.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
you never know what's going to happen. Those are some really good answers. I am so excited to watch you guys on MTV on January 2nd.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Mwah. Love you.